What's up, everybody? Welcome to an edition of Inside Jokes RV. This is yours truly, Joe Shelton, back here with the second edition of the Thor experience. Right now I am at Poole Knobs Campground, which is in Laverne, Tennessee. Again, this is about 40 minutes traffic wise from where I live. This is another short trip, basically to test out everything in the coach. Took it out once again, Memorial Weekend. Check out that video here. So check out that last video. And again, I want to get comfortable with using, driving, and operation, everything on the coach before I do any longer trips. So this is the second trip. I did the first initial trip. It was basically to test it out. And so I made a few changes from that first trip, and now I'm testing those things out on this second trip. And I'm going to go into detail of some of them things that I learned from the first trip to the second one, and some things I want to improve on for my third trip, for the next trip. So just stay tuned and we'll go through all those things in a little bit. Me and my RV. Me and my RV. Me and my RV. Dinner night Angus steak burger. I'm just cooked two of these times. One for now, maybe one for later. If y'all haven't tried this season right here, just slap your mama. Boy, it's fire. It's the real thing. Check it out. Put a little on these burgers. Put some little salt and pepper. That's all I'm gonna do to them. Little salt. I'm not a big salt person, but just a little. Just a sprinkle. On either both sides. Think we're good. My spatula is in here somewhere. There we go. Now let's get these things on the grill. Looking right. Might have to drop it down a little bit. Drop that down a little bit. much for me right now, but I'm about to slice this joker up. Do what I do. That way. Don't criticize my onion peeling. Rest of the sandwich bag here. Fill it up. Right there on the trash. Bring part in. Just bring that down. Don't go with that right there. Clean my tomato. Yeah, keep us out of there. Put that left right there. Get good on that. Put this all back in the fridge. It stays cool. Put this back in the fridge. Let this stay cool. I'm ready for it. Let's go check on these burgers. Things get clean. Gonna do this thing. We'll be back with the finished product. While my burgers are cooking, let me show you one thing that's new to the Inside Jokes RV camping things. This surge protector right here. Even with my travel trailer, I didn't have one. You know, sort of being naive. And if you got, you know, I'm thinking I'm going to these resorts and I'm paying $80, $100 a night for a resort. Surely their electrical things, systems are and tested and in order where you don't need these. But, and another reason why I hadn't bought them, they were like the ones I was seeing people on YouTube have were like $130, $140, $150. And that was, I'm being cheap, I ain't gonna lie. But I just started searching Amazon and I found these. This was like $50. And when it comes basically, I mean, all this is basically, it's like the little power strip you have in your house that you got your computer hooked up to. It's basically what it does. You're just trying to get that initial surge of power shooting into your RV and messing up your electronics. That's all you need basically. And I'm pretty sure the electronics in this might not be as good as the $150 one, but based on the same concept, if an initial surge came in, this should just kick us off. So $54, I believe. I'll put the link to this particular one in the comments on the video. So this is new to. Another thing that's new to the Inside Joke, well, they ain't really new, are these hanging lights. I got these at Harbor Freight for like $19. And I'll post a picture while I had them up. And I sort of temporarily threw them up. But I think initially they go, I bought these little accessory clips that slide into those little gaps on the awning. And what I don't have right now with me, I've got a collapsible ladder, but I don't have a step stool. So that's another thing I need to get is a step stool so I can sort of step up and hang these lights up on the awning. And those little clips, those little slides right there, you slide them in and you just sort of hook them on your awning. But I didn't have a step stool to do that, so that's on the list to get, a step stool for the RV. And these lights here, Harbor Freight, 19, I caught them on sale, like for $19. Another thing that's new, the Inside Jokes RV collection of stuff, all these little wooden tables. Got one right there. See another one right here. little wooden collapsible tables. They were $10 at Walmart. So now let's see, I got my candles right there. I think I'm gonna eat outside, and we'll go from there. Another thing, Harbor Freight, these little chairs right here. We got a little side table. It comes up on them. Got 2 of those. Got a little pocket on the side of them. Store some, you know, bug sprays, other things in the store. Those are about $20 if you catch them on sale. Good thing about Harbor Freight, man, if you catch stuff on sale, you can save $10, $20. These are some other little chairs I got. That's a rocker chair. This is my dad's chair. Took it out of his truck. And so let's just rock on that one. If you haven't seen my review of the Jetson Pro, the little e-bike, I'm gonna put the link right here. Go check that out and see my review on that. There's something to ride around the park with. All them burgers looking a little done. Let me go grab my cheese. We're about to hook this thing up here, right here. Got some bones up here somewhere. Gotta wash them hands every chance you get. Thick slice of onion, tomato in there. Oh, drop some on the ground. Make sure I get that up. Hey, that's better than McDonald's right there. All right. Alright. Coke Zero, yeah, I know. I'm trying to cut back on the sugar, man. I gotta lose about 20-30 pounds. So I'm trying to do that. So right now, we're keeping it simple. Just a bag of chips, a good old grilled burger. We're gonna chow down. all the way up. So I was going to give you a complete loop around the entire campground, but Hey, yeah, let me check on this. Make sure you flip the starter. We can't go right there. That was a boat right now. See y'all. Even though this is a pedal assist bike, which means it operates like a regular bike, I'm not really pedal. Alright, y'all, sorry that that tour on my e-bike was so short. Again, I gotta remember to check. I did use it at home a couple times around the neighborhood, and I didn't think to check the charge on the e-bike before I bought it out, but I probably could have made it all the way around where it was at. It was only fluctuating between 2 and 3 bars, but I could have made it around. But it's getting dark, and you know, it's real secluded out here, so I just left it at that. But man, so if you haven't heard my watch my review on that Jetson, go check it out, man. It's a pretty cool little e-bike. It's cheap. Again, it looks little, but I'm 250. It pulls me around easily. I'm 6 foot, 250, and it pulls me around. It got a little power kick on it. So man, you know, check out the Jetson Pro. The Jetson Pro has the pedal, so you can use it like a regular bicycle if the battery runs out. All right, so as another tool for when you out RVing, camping, anything like that, man, you always want to keep on your person some form of a little multi-task. This one has a crescent wrench. But it's got the blades. It's got a bottle opener on there. It's got like a little saw, little file. And if you look on the inside of here, those are bits for screwdrivers. And what you do, let's see, that flips out like that. You take one of these little, push it out. Then you put it in the top of the crescent wrench right there. So now you got a little screwdriver. And it's got the Phillips and the slide it. Push it back up in there. Stores away pretty safely. But you always want to have one of these little, this is a Christmas gift, I believe. Yep, Father's Day gift, one of them. But always have one of these on your pocket, because you never know when something needs cutting, open up the bag, you need to fix something real quick. So I always keep these one on your person. I keep this on my little belt loop, so it's always with me when we out camping. So you just got it at your hands, reach. All right. And use for my little, I'm about to finish up this cigar I had last night, and I don't have an ashtray, so took one of that little Coke I was drinking, and just cut the top of that off. And bam, voila, got me a little ashtray. I'm gonna get you out to that one for free, no cost. And this is, before I forget, this is also another first for the Inside Jokes RV YouTube channel. I'm solo camping. I'm by myself. It's the first time. My family, this is the Juneteenth slash holiday weekend. So I got this spot for Sunday evening and Monday because my wife was off work. And so I got it for 2 nights. But my son has to start a summer camp. And so she, and like I said, I'm only about 30 minutes from the house. So she came back, took them back home. She drove her car out, dropped them. She came and dropped me back off out here. And so I guess you can count this as solo camping. I'll be out here for the night by myself. And you know, gotta get up in the morning, do everything, hook everything, and drive back to the house. Checkout time is noon. And so this is the first for Inside Jokes RV. This is shout out to Traveling Robert and RV Jedi, and there's a bunch of YouTube channels I'm watching who are doing this thing solo. So this is my small smidgen taste of solo camping, even though technically, yeah, I'm gonna take credit. This is my first time, so I'm gonna sit back and chill. I'm gonna drink one of my little beverages of choice, finish up this cigar from last night, and we're gonna sit back and relax. Father's Day gift too. I ain't getting that on camera. And y'all, I'm not really a smoker. I'm not inhaling this down to my lungs. It ain't making nowhere past my tongue. So I'm inhaling it to my mouth and blowing it right back out. This is a bug deterrent. So people know cancer's real. So I'm not inhaling this in my lungs and all that stuff. Nah, I ain't that big of a smoker. So this is my bug deterrent while I'm outside. And you gotta have your beverage of choice. Good and cold. Sun is going down. And let's enjoy the rest of the evening. As I mentioned before, this is my first time solo camping, and the campground's pretty full. It's several, and everybody out here seems nice, is waving. People driving their go-karts, couple riding their bikes. I got a person right here, right across from me. I got somebody on the right of me. Got somebody on the left of them. So this campground is pretty full, and I realized I've been trying to book this one. I want it on the lakeside, but I couldn't get one for the 2 days I wanted. But everybody seems pretty friendly. I know a lot of times people, you know, solo campers, you know, you out by yourself. But as long as you keep your head on a swivel, ride around, check out your surroundings, people see what's going on, you sort of set things up to where, you know, you can't just be out here in your own world. You still always gotta watch your surroundings. You wave people seem friendly, you know, and all else fails. My people know me. You know what's in the bag. So as long as, you know, somebody tries something, just let them know that you know what's in the bag. So we'll leave that at that. All right, welcome. What's going on, everyone? It is June 21st. It's about 9 a.m. Central Time in Nashville. And I wanted to get up early and break down the campsite in Nashville, man. It's getting up to, supposed to be up in 100-degree, 3 digits for the next 3 or 4 days. So good thing at this Poole Knobs campground, everything's sort of canopy under the trees, so that cut down the direct sunlight, so it was a little cool. But I want to try to break down as much as I can while it's still relatively cool. Setting up and break it down, it takes by yourself, it takes about 30 minutes to get everything and organize and put things back. And that's a tip: when you're breaking down, go ahead, make sure you're putting these things back organized to make it easier for the next time when you get ready to set up. So I did that. Make sure I put everything based on what's the first thing coming out, so when you get ready to set up, everything is good to go. A couple of things I learned so far on this second outing. Number one, I just mentioned it on, we saw the when I was setting up, there are 2 locks on this door. And I guess when I initially went out, I just hit one to unlock, and it let me out for some reason. But when I closed it, the other lock was still engaged, so the door had locked. Now, if I didn't have my keys on my pocket, I would have been up a creek. I would end up having to try to break in the door. But that just let me know something I've seen a few YouTube videos on that I want to, that's definitely on the next trip, is the keyless entry, where I can program in a key, a code, and because that, not having that key and just carrying your keys around to make sure is sort of a, you know, things get hectic and you can forget. But that keyless entry is definitely has moved up almost to the priority on my next to get list. Next thing I realized, again, camping is camping, and some things you're not always gonna eliminate the camping aspect, which is being outside in the elements. Are that in this type particular campsite, when there was trees, that means you're gonna have bugs. And these, fortunately, these weren't like the mosquito bugs. They were just some type of bug. They were some little nets, and they're attracted by light. So with my door coming open and close, I guess a zillion of them got inside the RV. So that first night, man, it was just bugs flying everywhere. Didn't even think about that. So a bug zapper, you know, something, I think I saw something advertised, Zevo or something like that. So I'm going to get some things to try to attract the bugs to the lights inside the camper for the next time. Outside of that, another thing, when I told you to mention, I thought, and I'm getting some sewer smells from the sewer gases from the black tank that's in the from the bathroom, and it's just the design that I guess Thor, the toilet sort of sits right on top of the black tank. Because a lot of times in my last travel trailer, you had the toilet and there was a pipe that ran from that to the black tank, and you could have a P-trap right there, and that sort of helps eliminate some of the sewer smells coming back up. But it seemed like it's a direct shot up for the toilet. So I'll put it on. I asked the question in the Thor group, and some say that the bath, the sink, and the shower are connected to the black tank, which is crazy. And that's crazy. So the sewer vents could be coming back up through the shower and the sink, and that doesn't make sense to me why they would do that. But it seems like those will still have P-traps, but I'm still getting some sewer smell. So someone told me to recommend this other sewage treatment I'm going to try. I forgot. what it's called, but I'll put the link of what I'm going to try. So I'm trying to think of any other issues. That was really it. So I think a couple more things, and I think we'll be ready to hit a long. I'm ready to get back to Carolina Pines. I'm ready to get some longer trips in, visit some new spots we haven't seen. So I think a couple more things done, and we'll be ready to roll. So I got 2 more things I need to do to make this RV official. I'm going to do that next, and also break down the last couple of things. So we're going to do these 2 things to make this RV official. First thing, we're going to shut off water. Power supply.